Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of Convoy. Now, we have got ourselves a fleet to be proud of, Diamond Heart Club, and a new spade as a dragon. We have a whole bunch of super powerful vehicles under our command, and it's time for us to start going after some of our main objectives. There's a flux capacitor to go find, we have hyperdrive stabilizers to go get, sonic screws, as well as self-sealing stem bolts. However, we are going to need to go travel around the world a little bit to go get some, so I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the nearest camp because some of our vehicles are a little bit damaged. We want to properly outfit them. So we're going to head back over this way to the nearest camp, which is sadly still way back over here. The same one we've been visiting earlier in the last episode, but this will allow us to actually repair ourselves and gear up properly, so I don't think it's too bad. As we traverse this stretch of desert, we spot several wrecks partially buried by the sand. We investigate the wrecks and find one of them still has a fully functional high-explosive missile launcher. Looks like the privateers weren't thorough enough. Alright, we got another one of those. I mean, we don't have enough slots to equip it, but thanks. So many free things this game. Alright, let's repair ourselves up and get ready for business. So, we're probably going to sell this thing. It's worth 40 scrap, and that's rather scrapped. And we already have one. We don't need another one, so I'm going to sell it. If we take a look at Dragon here, we can equip one more weapon. He's got a heavy plasma cannon. We could give him a medium, another heavy plasma cannon. Oh, hang on. It said he had 4 weapon slots when we looked at him before, but now he's only got 3. That's a little bit of a glitch, I guess. That's fine, though. He's got a really powerful setup already. He has heavy pulse lasers, which are much better than the ones that we've got already here. And light pulse laser, we can get rid of this thing. And, his heavy plasma cannon is an amazing armor shredder. So, while it isn't super powerful at taking out enemy health, it's great for reducing high armor enemies so that we can actually kill them. I think we'll get rid of our other heavy plasma cannon too. I might give that to one of our flyers, though. I don't know. I could give it to... No, because you already have the 2 miniguns, and the miniguns are effective. I could give the rocket launcher to one of these two, though. We have a medium rocket artillery, which is pretty much just a straight upgrade to what we have here already. And I could give them the heavy plasma cannon, but I don't know if I want to. It's a pretty powerful weapon, though. I'm going to equip it. So you're an armor breaker, and you've got missiles as well. You have high range, so you should be able to take out people pretty easily. We're going to get rid of your 60mm cannon as well, and we'll deal. The important thing, though, was getting the repairs. So now we'll be ready to deal with whatever we wind up running into. We'll spend a little bit more on fuel just to make sure we don't run into any problems later, and it's time to head back out and see if we can't find some of these events. We know there was one right over here, another one just past it, so let's start both of these. Out of nowhere, a hail of bullets barely misses us. We're under attack. Alright, just before we got there, we got attacked. Let's fight off these raiders, then. Hello, Dragon Car, you're the best. Alright, we got 3 hovercraft and a dragon. Alright, they got a lot of vehicles here, but they're probably not going to last too long once we get everything firing at them. Let's use the super heavy railgun on... this guy. He looks fairly dangerous. Let's have everybody else start shooting enemies as well. And we'll send the drones to steal from this guy, and we're going to rocket right here. Boop! Oh, so good. His armor's already shredded. People are dying left, right, and center. We're going to fire the laser straight forwards. And that is a dead enemy. Fantastic. Next target is here. We're going to have you change targets to there, and you change targets to there. Kill the guy in front of you. Might as well take out his armor and make him much more vulnerable. I know we're changing targets a lot, but I'm not too worried about that, really. Our people can handle it. And... that is that. They are all horribly murdered. We find 15 fuel and 37 parts as well as another 60mm cannon. Well, we'll take it. We can sell it at the very least. Alright, let's check out this beacon. We arrive at the office of Eiffels Incorporated, a large building which probably also houses the actual production facility surrounded by an electric fence. It looks exceptionally well defended. The fence has auto turrets positioned along its circumference. We see signs indicating a minefield and heavy vehicles patrol the perimeter. Before we can approach any further, someone attempts to radio us. Alright, well, let's communicate. Welcome to Eiffels Incorporated. You have been cleared for a meeting with our chief executive officers. Please approach the facility by foot. We shall provide transportation at the gate. We wish you a pleasant stay. We could try and just fight our way in here. Might be worth doing. Or we can go in and see what they want us to do. We're pretty powerful. Let's try and fight our way in. We look at the auto turrets, minefields, and heavy vehicles. Attacking the facility would be exceptionally difficult. Are we sure we want to do this? Kind of. The game really doesn't want me to. Let's do it anyway. As we approach the facility in offensive formation, the auto turrets fire on our convoy. Amazingly, we've managed to outmaneuver all of their shots. None of our vehicles have been damaged. We prepare to engage the heavy vehicles. Let's do it. This might be a really dumb idea, but we'll see. We are basically immune to the mines, because none of our flyers nor our main vehicle can be hurt by them. So this may have been a really dumb thing to do. Oh, they have two of our hover vehicles as well. Alright, well, let's try and wreck one of these guys as quickly as possible. We're going to focus fire on them as hard as we can, basically. So we're going to bring our vehicles up here, start firing on the flyers. Now, I believe there can be EMP mines here as well, which could be a problem. EMP mines we are not immune to, and they will still drain our health. That was a full... Wow. Wow! That was a full railgun shot. Did nothing. Alright, we may be in trouble here, in fact. Let's get our firepower focused. We need to try and take one of these guys out fast. His shield's down, though. He might be able to do some damage here. Alright, one's going down. We're taking some hurt, but that's okay. He's about to EMP. That's amazing. Alright. He got EMP'd. He's dead. We need to bring our heavy tank over here to help take down this guy's shield and whatnot. There we go. Now he's dead. Whoop, just dodged a bullet on that one. Alright, let's fire the rocket at this guy. Tear out his armor, please. Look at that armor damage. Holy cow. He just melted. And we should be able to kill him pretty quick here to make sure that we maintain control here. Those are some powerful looking enemies, but they don't stand much of a chance against the amount of firepower we've got. Also, if he just stands here and dies to this thing, I'll be totally okay with it. Please just die. Okay, helicopter. Well done. Well done. Alright, we've managed to destroy the defenses of the facility. We find 14 fuel and 47 parts. We got ourselves a chainsaw and we can investigate. The facility lies in ruins due to the onslaught. Upon inspection, we managed to find a large shipment of self-sealing stem bolts. They should prove more than accurate for our spaceship. Excellent. And we take them and move out. That was the best. That was pretty potentially dangerous, but we just destroyed them. That is proof here that I think we're ready to try and move on all the rest of the parts as well. In the beginning of the game, I find it generally good to play it safe, but we are so strong now, there's no reason to not go for it all. Let's try and head over here to the Sasiak Milk Bar and see if we can get access to our hyperdrive stabilizers. Maybe that'll work out for us. Actually, here's another good question. Is there another camp over here? Doesn't seem to be. There's nothing nearby. Well, there's the milk bar, right at the edge of the map. We have no way to heal ourselves, but Club is really the only one who took any damage there. Diamond took a bit of armor damage, but otherwise we're fine. We arrive in a shady part of town. Our crew member assures us that the Sasiak Milk Bar should be around here. Let's ask some locals. After inquiring with two young-looking girls enjoying a questionably shaped lollipop, we're sent over to the Sasiak Milk Bar. Let's head over. After some time, we find the milk bar we're looking for. A large neon sign sits above the entrance depicting a naked woman. Some sleazy-looking men wearing white jumpsuits and a variety of hats hang around the entrance. We talk to the men. The sleazy-looking men stop us in our tracks.
Welly, 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 well. To what do we owe the extreme pleasure of this surprising visit?
Let's ask about the hyperdrive stabilizer. They look at us with questioning eyes, and one of them looks particularly dim before they say,
Well, it stands to reason you'll want to speak with Andy.
He's inside the milk bar now, shopping himself up for tonight. Well, take me to him. We enter the Sasiak milk bar, which has furniture in the shape of naked women. Loads of people in various states of intoxication are sprawled across the floor, tables, and stools. We're led to a youthful-looking man with almost cherubic features. We talk to the man. Hi there. At last we meet. My name's Andy. My droogs tell me that you led that big convoy and are in need of a hyperdrive stabilizer. I can help you. Well, tell me more. It's been a while since I've seen some lashings of the old ultra-violence, which is where you come in. If you can provide me with the excitement and joy of combat, I'd be happy to give you a hyperdrive stabilizer in return. I consider myself somewhat of a lawkeeper, so let's dish out some justice to the 3 different factions on Omek Prime. We could do that. We totally could do that. Or we could fight him instead. Fighting him, I believe, is how we unlocked the vehicles that we're currently using as our starting 2, Diamond and Heart here. So I think you can guess we might have to fight if we try and actually do combat with him. But it might be worth it, or we can do what he wants. We blew up the other place, maybe we'll do what these guys want, just to see what happens. So let's say, alright, let's do that. Wonderful! Let us traverse these wicked wastelands and kill us some evildoers. Can't wait to see you in action. Let's go! Andrew follows us back to our convoy, where he hops on happily and starts entering coordinates to our map. Where are we going? A Torvac checkpoint in a nearby area is rumored to perform experiments on the local population. While it isn't much of a shocker, they've recently abducted a relation of mine. As such, it became personal. We need to get him out. Alright, let's move out then. A long way away, mind you. Long way away. Alright. Now, we could have just fought him. We probably could have taken him, because we're pretty darn powerful, but we'll see what happens. Several raider vehicles approach our convoy. Our radio picks up a gibbering voice exclaiming, "Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Let's prepare to dance." Aw, I was hoping it was actually a dancing thing. Alright, that's fine. I like the wagging tail here, it's so good. Let us railgun you to death. We're gonna steal your health, and we're gonna rocket you two. Might miss them? Yeah, we missed them. That's fine though. And time to unleash the pain. Did the railgun not fire? Did it miss? I think it must have missed. There's no way he would have survived if the railgun had hit him. Huh, I didn't know it could miss. Let's fire the railgun through here then, the laser rather, through here instead. The nice thing about aiming the laser right near where it's pointing already is it doesn't take any turning time. It just immediately starts murdering whoever you want. Look at that damage, it's so good. It's so good. Alright, they tried their best and it meant nothing in the end. We find 13 fuel, 37 parts, and a ballistic computer. We'll take the loot. Alright, let's open the map and get out of here. We do need to find another camp soon, hopefully. But as far as I can tell, this side of the map is pretty devoid of good camp locations. The signal appears to be a raider base of operations. We spot several crudely drawn signs warning people to keep out. Some of them depict mines. Well, we're a pretty mine-immune convoy here, so let's go into the minefield to fight the raiders. As our scanners pick up multiple readings of mines, we realize the raiders weren't lying. They also saw us coming and are moving in to engage. Let's fight them. We're less danger from mines than they are. We are going to switch these guys, though, because that way we're actually quite a bit safer. Let's railgun this guy to death. We'll send our part absorber over there. More enemies should be coming in quickly, but we'll see how it happens. There he is. There's one dead already. Let's back you up. There's some more enemies for us. There we go. Alright, let's back you guys up then, so we can actually take some shots here. One already has no armor left, which is great. We're going to start shooting at these two. How are you still alive there? I guess it's true I didn't fire too much at you. Let's fire a laser at you then. Yeah, we're largely immune to these attacks, so I'm really not too worried. They are not, however, which means we can do a lot more damage to them than they can do to us. Let's swing the laser around over here. Goodbye, sir. I hope you weren't planning on having any health left. You need to stop firing that laser at me, though, because you are dead. There we go. We did hit a stun mine, which is annoying, but we found 13 fuel and 47 parts. Let's take the loot. Alright, folks, back into position, thank you very much. We are hurting for armor. We're starting to take more damage from things. Let's get out of here. Alright, so let's head over towards the hyperdrive stabilizer intended location, but we're going to stick on the nearest camp marker instead, because we're going to need to go find somewhere to heal, and I think there's somewhere right up above us because we were there earlier. Let's boogie up this road here. That should take us straight to it, more or less. A group of Torvac vehicles approach our convoy, demanding to scan it. Go right ahead. We have determined you are a potential threat to the Torvac. Prepare for annihilation. Yeah, okay. Alright, Torvac, what you got? Got a lot of little vehicles here. I'm going to melt this guy, I think, because he's got a high-level shield. Actually, that's a dumb choice. Aim at him because he's in the front. It'll happen a lot faster. And he's dead. There we go. Alright, move over here. We're going to start firing on the enemies who are nearby. Who are you shooting? I'm not shooting anybody yet. Now you are. He's almost dead already. That's the way we like it. Our main ship's armor's gone, though, sadly, so that's not going to go so well for us. Let's find new targets here. Try and shred him down nice and fast. What we are going to do is we're going to fire the laser right backwards at this target. And that should kill him pretty quickly. Goodbye there, sir. Nice try. Alright. We're so powerful now, it's great. But 11 fuel and 44 parts, let's take that loot and go. Turns out those starting vehicles are good ones. So we're going to keep driving up this way till we get to our objective here. Turns out the hyperdrive stabilizers are now long back behind us, but that's fine. We'll head over there soon. We just need to go to this camp first so we can rebuild our stuff, because we've taken quite a bit of damage recently, and I'd much rather not lose anybody for silly reasons. I don't know if we've actually been to this camp, though. I think we have. While driving through the desert, we spot what seems to be a Torvac mobile science station. Unsurprisingly, it's protected by a large number of Torvac combat vehicles. They're approaching an offensive formation, daring us to approach. Yeah, okay. We're pretty powerful, guys. I don't think you know what you're getting into here. Let's do it. Alright, railgun this sucker. Kaboom! He's dead. Alright, steal help from this guy to replenish our lost stores. We're going to move up with the rest of our team to start doing damage, and let's kill these guys. Fire a rocket right... Nope, not there. Right there, and that should be good. Good hits. Good hits. They brought another vehicle on the backside, which is not great for us, based on how we've been planning, especially because it's also sending out a health siphon from the looks of it, but we are going to start firing lasers at it, and that should kill it pretty quick. They're all dead, so we're going to back up with the remainder of our team to deal more damage faster, so the healing will not be enough to keep him alive. And there he goes. Nice try, Torvac. So much for your highly equipped team. We find 8 fuel, 35 parts, and a taunter in the wreck, and we investigate the mobile science station to find that it's completely automated and we find no humans. What we do find, however, is loads of scientific equipment. We loot it, getting 90 parts worth of scientific equipment. Very nice. Alright, with that done, let's make the rest of the way over here to the camp and heal up a little. Because we could use some repairs. Especially on our armor. Alright, with 554 parts, we might want to spend some of that. We have some interesting options here, though. We have a leech drone, we have a repair drone. This would be an interesting combo, having one of these and one of these. What is this thing? A 100mm cannon. Ooh, I've never seen one of those before. Let's sell our 60mm cannon, though, and our taunter, and our ballistic computer, and our chainsaw, because we're not going to use those. Is this thing any good, though? I don't think so. It's only slightly more powerful. It looks really cool, but it only does slightly more damage. I think we're going to leave it here, in fact. We have 631 parts, though, so we can afford to buy some things. We're going to buy a couple armor upgrades for these vehicles, which should make them a little bit harder to kill. Especially for the front two, because they're particularly weak. That should be a little bit better. And I can buy a range upgrade here. That sounds like a pretty awesome option. We'll buy 2 of those, which gives it an insane 600 range up to a possible 700, which is just bonkers. So we have a pretty powerful setup here. We are going to buy a little bit more armor for our MCV, though, because making it harder to kill is really good. So that's all the money we're going to spend right now, I think. But that maxes out our armor, makes it way harder to kill. So let's get out of here and head towards one of our next objective markers, because we've been messing around here for a little while, and it's time for us to see what else we can do. Sonic screws are over this way. They're actually pretty close. We could start this one. That might be a good idea, because the hyperdrive stabilizers are way over that way, flux capacitors way over that way, but the sonic screws are right here. So let's go check out what the sonic screw mission is all about, and then we will head back towards what we already know about. It's right on the left edge of the map. According to our data, Torvac Intelligence Hub should be somewhere around this area. We investigate. Finding the facility didn't prove to be difficult, as we spot pitch-black clouds in the distance. As we approach, we soon spot that the facility is being assaulted by raiders. They've managed to eliminate all Torvac opposition and have set fire to the facility. They're making moves to leave the area. Let's chase down the raiders. Catching up to the raiders doesn't prove difficult, and a few well-aimed shots takes out their already damaged vehicles. We investigate the wrecks and find that one of the raider vehicles was carrying a large number of Torvac databanks which were pilfered from the facility. While we return them to our convoy to scan them for relevant data on sonic screws, our engineers managed to scrap the destroyed raiders for 24 parts. We scan the databanks, and the databanks hold the location of a Torvac sonic screw facility. We quickly enter the coordinates to our scanner and proceed to head out. And it's way over in the same direction as everything else. Alright, well that's fine by me then. We're gonna head around the long way though, I think. A group of Torvac vehicles approaches our convoy demanding to scan it. Yeah, okay. And they also want to try and murder us, so we'll defend the convoy. Nice try there, Torvac. You can't get us that easy. In fact, you probably can't get us at all. So, let's railgun this guy and see if he lives. If he does, we'll see what else we can do. He doesn't live. Good. Alright, so you're gonna back up then, and we're gonna start murdering these other enemies real quick. They're not gonna last long at this rate. We want to try and keep our armor intact as best we can, but it shouldn't be too hard, because we have a whole lot of firepower to throw at these guys. Alright, he's dead. Move up. You're gonna start firing over there instead, with your super range miniguns. Gotta love sniper miniguns. Look at that! That's ridiculous. Alright, let's rocket this guy. He's got a high-level shield, so he's gonna be a nuisance for sure, but we'll see what we can do about him. Looks like he doesn't want anything to do with us, but that's fine by me. He's just gonna wiggling back and forth. We're gonna leave Dragon back over here. We'll have our super long-range vehicles take him out. That long-range minigun fire is just great. And that's a victory for us. 11 fuel and 40 parts. Get out of here, Torvac. We are pretty insanely powerful, though, I gotta say. I gotta remember to rename Wheel C3 there, because that's not a great name for our card deck theme. We come across a Torvac checkpoint. They hail our convoy. Yeah, okay. Greetings. We are in the process of establishing a new checkpoint in these lands. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, we need to construct additional pylons. We can't spare the vehicles to transport the pylons ourselves, which is why we've hailed you. We will reveal the location of our pylon construction facility and allow you to work for us. We believe you should. Yeah, okay. So now we have another mission we can go do if we go find that pylon construction checkpoint. Let's see what this is all about. Maybe they have some cool stuff for us to buy. Let's camp. And what are you selling? They've got... Oh, we've been here before. Okay. Nothing exciting here, sadly. Nobody really needs repairs either, so we'll just leave the camp and move on. There's a quest beacon down there, though. Whilst driving through the blistering sands, we spot a lone Torvac vehicle driving in the distance. Okay, let's kill him. As the lone vehicle and get into firing range, there's a strange shimmering in the air before we're suddenly surrounded by additional Torvac units. They must have been using some sort of cloaking technology. Let's kill them then. Let's do it. Now that we've got these super weapons, it's a little bit silly, but we can kill things pretty fast. Alright. They do have a lot of stronger vehicles though with higher level shields now, so this may be a problem still. We shall see. Super heavy laser, we're going to aim you straight backwards. You're going to fire on this guy, you're going to fire on this guy, you two are going to scooch over and fire on purple shield guy here. Changing targets, changing targets. Actually, you're going to stay on him, you're going to take him out. There we go. Things are looking good here, we're doing good damage real fast. There's one down already. Beam didn't quite kill him, but we should be able to get him with one of these. Also steal some health back for our MCV, and everybody else is dead. There we go. Nice try. 12 fuel, 39 parts. Sadly, it appears we've blown up the cloaking device as well. Our engineers don't seem to be able to reproduce it. That's too bad. Move over, please. There we go. Alright, back to the map. Let's go. We're gonna go check this out. It's probably the pylon production facility. We arrive at the pylon construction facility. It's teeming with Torvac vehicles. They look too numerous to fight. We hail the facility. We have anticipated your arrival. We will give you the coordinates the pylon must be delivered to. We will reward you upon delivery. A light vehicle approaches to our convoy and delivers the pylon. After having left the facility, an engineer remarks that we could break apart the pylon rather than delivering it. It would be worth a sizable amount of parts. Yeah, we'll deliver this thing. Why not? We got 500 spare parts anyway. Alright, so what are we looking for here? The pylon delivery is way down in the bottom corner. That's annoying, because we're not going over there for a while now. We have the hyperdrive stabilizers nearby, the sonic screws are nearby, and the flux capacitors over there. Alright, hyperdrive stabilizers, we'll head over to you first then. You're right on track for this road, which should allow us to get there pretty quick by just heading straight down. As we're driving along the highway, we pick up a signal on our transmitter. It sounds like a rowdy bunch of privateers. Let's track the privateers down while trying to stay out of sight. The privateers have noticed our convoy, however, and moving to engage. We hear a gruff voice exclaim, "Are you ready for me? Come on, humor the hook." Well, let's fight. Okay, these guys have a lot of high-level shields, but we have a lot of super weapons, so we should be okay. But we'll see how this works out, because they do have a lot of stuff here. Alright, you're going to start shooting at this guy. You're going to start shooting at this guy. This guy should get insta-killed. No, that guy got insta-killed. We're okay. Let's start firing on these enemies so we can start taking them out. He's still alive, which is annoying. Alright, let's fire the super laser to the front here. And we don't need to worry about anybody aiming at that one. Instead, we can aim at enemies who are more interesting to us. There we go. Enemy down, and enemy down. Very nice. We find 14 fuel, 45 parts, and a light rocket artillery, and a remarkable number of clocks. We decide to let them be. Alright, let's keep boogieing. We've reached a power point where it's difficult for these regular fights to be much of a threat to us. Let's see what the hyperdrive stabilizers fight is all about. We arrive at the Torvac checkpoint. Andy approaches us and says, "These cyborg freaks can't be trusted, but we can't just rush in and wipe them out. They've kidnapped a woman called Elizabeth, and her safety is of the utmost importance." Let's see what the plan is. Our options are either to radio them and negotiate her release, or to feign ignorance and get them to attack us to weaken their forces without making apparent we're here for Elizabeth. Well, let's approach the checkpoint. We approach the checkpoint and we suddenly hear a commanding voice boom from speakers surrounding the facility. "Halt! We are Torvac. You are trespassing. Leave this area and you shall be spared." Andy scowls and says, "If they attack us, they won't feel the need to hurt the prisoners, which suits us just fine. Let's wait to be attacked." Several Torvac vehicles appear from within the checkpoint and approach our convoy, weapons armed. Blast them! Alright, Torvac, what have you got? Oh, nothing too threatening here. That's an insta-kill, thankfully enough, which is super silly. Let's fire a rocket over at this guy. Kaboom! That didn't even hurt him for some reason. That one's dead, which is awesome. Let's start firing here on shield guy. You guys can focus on this guy. And if he's going to the back, we're going to fire a beam laser straight backwards. Yes, he is. He thinks he can damage our convoy that way, the fool. And now he dies for his trouble. Well, that was easy. We managed to defeat the Torvac vehicle. We find 11 fuel and 30 parts. Andy looks pleased and states, "They won't have any security to protect their prisoners now. Retrieving Elizabeth will be a walk in the park." He leaves towards the checkpoint and soon returns with a woman who identifies herself as Elizabeth, thanking us for our troubles. Are we done? Afraid not, oh my brother. There's a privateer base of operation in this area, which has eluded me for quite some time. However, I have received word of a small squad of vehicles that are part of the base being operational nearby. We should track them down and acquire the location of the base so we can wipe it out. Alright. Good. Well, let's go. So, Andy likes to give us a variety of missions. Thankfully, the other one is really close. Do we have a camp nearby? Not really. Okay, we'll keep going. We haven't really taken any damage anyway. Round 2. There's our ship right there. We arrive at the coordinates Andy supplied when he starts saying, "Just trees and dark, my brother. With real country dark. Just the spot for some of the old ultra-violence." Alright, what's the plan? Viddy? Viddy well. You can see the wretched privateers and their scummy ways just now. Andy points towards a distant dust cloud. We discern several vehicles. A privateer raiding party, preying on the weak for sport and gain. They deserve to perish. Killing this group won't solve the infection, however. We need to find the source and then kill all of them. You tell me, what is wisdom? Let's track them to their base. Andy smiles. A wise choice, although a bit less exciting than simply killing them. Onwards we go then, towards their filthy nest. Alright, we're to track them over this way. Hello, guys. We're in hot pursuit of the privateer vehicles. As we keep tailing the privateers, our scanners eventually pick up increased activity in the area. It looks like we've found the privateer base. Andy looks pleased, then turns and asks what the plan is. Let's lure them into an ambush. We lurk in ambush and send a single vehicle out to lure the privateers towards us. They fall forward exactly as planned, which results in us blasting a lot of their offensive vehicles without them having a chance to fight back. This should make assaulting the base considerably easier. We get 11 fuel, 29 parts, and a light rocket artillery. Nice. Sometimes that doesn't work out so well, so I'm happy it did. And we get ready to fight the rest. Born ready. Here we go, privateers. Alright, you're getting railgunned there, kid. We're gonna start shooting at these guys. Armor's immediately gone, that guy's immediately dead. Let's start stealing this guy's health. We're gonna missile right here. Might miss. No, we got him, we're good. This should kill him. Oh, didn't quite kill him with that salvo, that's annoying. Alright, let's move around this way, because these guys are getting out of the way. And that's no good. I'm tempted to fire a laser up at these guys, but I'm really not that bothered. They should be pretty easy for us to take out. So, let's just keep the attacks ready. That's a EMP mine, I'm not a big fan of that. Rockets should be able to get to him even though he doesn't have line of sight, but since they're not particularly accurate, it didn't work out so well. Let's fire the laser over here, actually, and instead we'll focus all the rest of our vehicles on Purple Shield Man here. Oh, look at that. That could not have gone better. That was basically perfect. Although, that death terrain is a problem. Everybody back up. We should kill him before he has a chance to get anybody killed. We're good. With the final privateer vehicle destroyed, it's an easy matter to flatten the base itself. We find 9 fuel, 39 parts, and another light rocket artillery. Andy applauds our efforts wholeheartedly. Are we done? That we are, oh my brother. Let us return to the Sasiak Milk Bar. I'll get you your hyperdrive stabilizer then. That's a long way away, Andy. Alright, let's open the map and get out of here. We don't want to run into that thing. Yeah, it's a long way away. Well, while we're here, we might as well go check out the flux capacitor. It's somewhere nearby. Sonic screws are to our south and pretty close by. Well, there's a bunch of stuff we can go get, but I don't know exactly what we want to get first. We might go get the sonic screws. Whilst driving through the desert, we spot a half-buried metal cylinder. We investigate, and inside we find a single, nearly decayed poster. After unrolling it, shows the Torvac logo and some nearly faded text we can just discern vehicles and artificial kineticism. We toss it. There's nothing else in the cylinder that's worth anything, so we decide to get rid of what we found and continue our way. Alright. That's too bad. There's a camp down this way. We're going to head down and deal with this, though. Hello, production facility. In the distance, we can see a hulking building rise up. According to our coordinates, it should be the Sonic Screw facility. We approach the facility. As we approach the facility, we're being contacted on the radio. Welcome to the Torvac Sonic Screw production facility. Please state your business. We can say that we're here to purchase Sonic Screws, we can say we're promised Sonic Screws as a reward, or we can just try and murder them and take their Sonic Screws. I'm kind of tempted to try and murder them because we're really strong, and this could be an actual challenging fight. So let's do it. What do you got? Oh, just normal vehicles. I was kind of expecting more from them here. That's, kind of disappointing, actually. Maybe they've got a lot of vehicles here, but I don't know. I was expecting more than just a couple vehicles. That guy survived that, though, so we're going to fire a beam at him. Let's move this thing over a little bit to keep hitting both targets. There we go. That guy's dead. Change targets there. You're going to aim at this guy instead. You're going to keep aiming here. You're going to aim there. Our armor's gone on our MCV, which isn't great, but these guys are pretty much dead already. Oh, they're bringing in more reinforcements. Okay, that's what's up. That's fair. That's a pair of railguns. That is actually kind of scary. Railguns are fairly dangerous weapons in this game because they allow you to bypass enemies' shields, which is why ours are so good. Thankfully, he's gunning exclusively for the MCV, so he's already dead. Well, that was a lot easier than I expected. All the Torvac vehicles protecting the facility have been destroyed. We find 14 fuel, 36 parts, and a buzzsaw. We search the facility, and with no guards left, we easily acquire an ample supply of sonic screws, which we transfer to the MCV. This should prove plentiful for spaceship Mercury. Great. Now, I will say that I was expecting there to be a boss there, but surprisingly enough, there wasn't. Alright, let's open the map, and I guess we're going to head over to the nearest camp, if we can find one. There's one 87 kilometers away. We still have to go to the Pylon facility, which is over in the same direction as the Sasiak Milk Bar, as far as I can tell. Yeah, just about. Flux capacitor's over in the other direction, though, so we might head there at the start of next episode, then head back. We'll see. Might go there last. I think we're going to go down to the nearest camp, though, and we're probably going to end our episode near there, so let's go see what this beacon's all about. The signal appears to be coming from an old saloon. There are several old cars in front that look like they haven't been started in a long time. There's a foul stench in the air. The saloon seems so still, so dead, so forgotten. Then suddenly a large woman bursts through the saloon doors and she yells and cheers for us and our men to come inside. Oh boy, let's go inside. We and a variety of crew head inside. Cobwebs and dust cover every surface except for the stage, which shines like it's been polished every day. On the stage is a young man wearing long jeans, a button-down tropical shirt, and a tropical hat. He introduces himself as Michael Fritz and begins telling jokes. The larger woman begins serving drinks to the men. The cups look brand new, like they've barely been used. The liquid in the glasses looks and smells fine. We're not going to drink it, though. We sit calmly and look at the drink. The rest of our men begin drinking, and within minutes they're all either yelling like madmen or are unconscious on the floor. We stand up to help them, but we're cracked over the head from behind. When we wake up, the woman looms over us holding our pistol. Let's lay down low and await our chance to get it back. Now, we kick the overweight woman who accidentally shoots the comedian. She's so shocked we can force the gun from her. We point our weapon at the woman. Eyes wide with fear, the woman stammers. We were gonna rob you guys and then leave you to the raiders out back. I can call them off if you let me live. Please let me live. They forced me to do it. I don't believe you. This event has one of the evilest things in the game. If you try and shoot her, she just beats you unconscious again and steals all of your parts, no matter how many you have. They may have changed that now. There have been a couple updates that say they made some of those kinds of things less punishing, but I don't know. I'm just going to shoot her. Knowing she's lying, we blast the blubbering woman through the head. Looking around the dusty saloon, we don't spot anything of value. Still slightly groggy, we round up our crew and leave the saloon. We barely make it to our vehicles when the bullets start flying. Let's fight these raiders. Sometimes you gotta murder people. That's just how it goes. None of these guys have shields, which is common for raiders, so we're just gonna start shooting them then. Not gonna fire the laser yet, though. Boop! Alright, everybody, start firing your weapons, please. That guy survived, what do you know? Probably won't survive much longer, though. Alright, we're gonna fire the beam to the front, because that guy thinks he can hide there safely. That means they're now both very dead. You're going to change target here, you're going to change target there, and they should die pretty fast. He moved over, though, which means it's a little bit less perfect. But that's okay. Target's destroyed. Miniguns away. And we're looking pretty good here, all told. There we go. Down they go. Nice try. We find 13 fuel, 42 parts, and a shield Mark 1. We'll take it. I'm going to swap out for this saw. Thank you very much. Upon inspection of the saloon, we find a minigun. Oh, good. That's awesome. That's way better than our 90mm cannons. Way better. We still need to get to the camp, though, to be able to equip them, so let's boogie down this way and see if we can't get there. Oh, my goodness. We hear a voice bellowing from our radio. We're going to cut open your head and eat your brains. Several raider vehicles moving to engage us, so let's fight them. It's unfortunate, but we should be able to handle these guys pretty easily. Let's railgun this guy, let's rocket right here, and let's drone this guy. And we're to laser straight backwards. Start killing, start killing, start killing, and start murdering. All the armor's gone on our main vehicle. It doesn't seem like the railgun actually hit anything, which is annoying. There goes one target, so that's better than nothing. Our MCV's taking a lot of damage, though, which I don't like. It's a good thing we put so much armor on it, though, because otherwise it would have taken much more. These guys are almost dead. It's going to take very little more to take them out completely. Move you over to here, move you over to here. Let's take this guy out. We've got shields to equip people with, we've got more miniguns, we've got a pretty effective arsenal, we just need to get it equipped. And they're almost all dead. There we go. Very nice. 14 more fuel, 30 more parts, we'll take the loot, and we will abandon this machine gun, because it's terrible. We need to get to that camp, please, game. Let's go. It's in sight. Let's see if we can make it there without another random event happening. No, we're good. Okay. We made it. Let's get our repairs done. So much cost. Alright, that's fine, though. While we're here, do you have anything good to sell? Oh, we've been here before. Okay. Well, let's sell the light rocket artillery, because it's not particularly great. Let's take a look at our ships here. You are going to equip yourself with a shield. It's only a Mark 1, but it's still better than a ballistic computer. We'll swap that out. And since you both have both of your initial cannons, we're going to swap one of those out for a minigun, because the minigun is way more powerful. It's almost double as strong. Just a good weapon all around. So, with that done, that leaves us in a pretty good spot here. A pretty good spot indeed. So, we are going to quickly do some upgrades in the camp, I think, since we have so much resources here. So many resources. We're going to spend 90 on both of these two to give them even more armor, so they're a little bit harder to kill so fast, especially now that they have their shields. That should be a pretty solid upgrade for them. And we'll give them both their max health as well, just to make them a little bit more survivable. Brings them up to 1,000? Really? How much is that upgrade? It's 250 health. That's a lot. That's good. Alright, done and done. So that's a lot of resources gone, but it'll put us in a good spot, I think. And we might want to put some upgrades into the other vehicles we have as well, because the Dragon has no upgrades so far. We can give it a range upgrade, which is awesome. Both the Mine Guard, so it's immune to mines as well. And we'll probably give it some handling, because it's still fairly slow. So we'll put... we'll confirm this. What does the other vehicle have? You have nothing yet? You just have the range upgrades, that's right. Well, let's give you all the handling you can get, which will give you some evasion to make you a little bit faster, and will also give you a point in armor and a point in health. As for our club over here, we'll give you a point in armor and a point in health as well. We're going to save some of this money, though, because we're going to need it in the future. So, with that done, we'll put one more repair into here. We also need to rename you. You really need to be Spade, sir. You cannot be random name. I cannot type today, apparently. There we go. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing a little bit more Convoy for you. If you enjoyed the episode, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below as we reach silly levels of power. Oh, sometimes the game gives you what you need to be real strong. In this game, it certainly did. Either way, I look forward to seeing you in the next episode as we try and actually take down the last 2 missions here, and then possibly try and beat the game. If you enjoyed the episode, like I said, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you then. Until then, bye-bye. His armor's already shredded. People are dying left, right, and center. We're going to fire the laser straight forwards. And that is a dead enemy. Fantastic. Next target is here. We're going to have you change targets to there, and you change targets to there. Kill the guy in front of you. Might as well take out his armor and make him much more vulnerable. I know we're changing targets a lot, but I'm not too worried about that, really. Our people can handle it. And that is that. They are all horribly murdered. We find 15 fuel and 37 parts as well as another 60mm cannon. Well, we'll take it. We can sell it at the very least. Alright, let's check out this beacon. We arrive at the office of Eiffels Incorporated, a large building which probably also houses the actual production facility surrounded by an electric fence. It looks exceptionally well defended. The fence has auto turrets positioned along its circumference. We see signs indicating a minefield and heavy vehicles patrol the perimeter. Before we can approach any further, someone attempts to radio us. Alright, well, let's communicate. Welcome to Eiffels Incorporated. You have been cleared for a meeting with our chief executive officers. Please approach the facility by foot. We shall provide transportation at the gate. We wish you a pleasant stay. We could try and just fight our way in here. Might be worth doing. Or we can go in and see what they want us to do. We're pretty powerful. Let's try and fight our way in. We look at the auto turrets, minefields, and heavy vehicles. Attacking the facility would be exceptionally difficult. Are we sure we want to do this? Kind of. The game really doesn't want me to. Let's do it anyway. As we approach the facility in offensive formation, the auto turrets fire on our convoy. Amazingly, we've managed to outmaneuver all of their shots. None of our vehicles have been damaged. We prepare to engage the heavy vehicles. Let's do it. This might be a really dumb idea, but we'll see. We are basically immune to the mines, because none of our flyers nor our main vehicle can be hurt by them. So this may have been a really dumb thing to do. Oh, they have two of our hover vehicles as well. Alright, well, let's try and wreck one of these guys as quickly as possible. We're going to focus fire on them as hard as we can, basically. So we're going to bring our vehicles up here, start firing on the flyers. Now, I believe there can be EMP. So many free things this game. Alright, let's repair ourselves up and get ready for business. So, we're probably going to sell this thing. It's worth 40 scrap, and that's rather scrapped. And we already have one. We don't need another one, so I'm going to sell it. If we take a look at Dragon here, we can equip one more weapon. He's got a heavy plasma cannon. We could give him another heavy plasma cannon. Oh, hang on. It said he had 4 weapon slots when we looked at him before, but now he's only got 3. That's a little bit of a glitch, I guess. That's fine, though. He's got a really powerful setup already. He has heavy pulse lasers, which are much better than the ones that we've got already here. And the light pulse laser, we can get rid of this thing. And, his heavy plasma cannon is an amazing armor shredder. So, while it isn't super powerful at taking out enemy health, it's great for reducing high armor enemies so that we can actually kill them. I think we'll get rid of our other heavy plasma cannon, too. I might give that to one of our flyers, though. I don't know. I could give it to... No, because you already have the 2 miniguns, and the miniguns are effective. I could give the rocket launcher to one of these two, though. We have a medium rocket artillery, which is pretty much just a straight upgrade to what we have here already. Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of Convoy. Now, we have got ourselves a fleet to be proud of. Diamond Heart Club and a new spade as a dragon. We have a whole bunch of super powerful vehicles under our command, and it's time for us to start going after some of our main objectives. There's a flux capacitor to go find. We have hyperdrive stabilizers to go get. Sonic screws as well as self-sealing stem bolts. However, we are going to need to go travel around the world a little bit to go get some, so I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to the nearest camp. Because some of our vehicles are a little bit damaged, we want to properly outfit them. So we're going to head back over this way to the nearest camp, which is sadly still way back over here. The same one we've been visiting earlier in the last episode, but this will allow us to actually repair ourselves and gear up properly, so I don't think it's too bad. As we traverse this stretch of desert, we spot several wrecks partially buried by the sand. We investigate the wrecks and find one of them still has a fully functional high-explosive missile launcher. Looks like the privateers weren't thorough enough. Alright, we got another one of those. I mean, we don't have enough slots to equip it, but thanks. And I could give them the heavy plasma cannon, but I don't know if I want to. It's a pretty powerful weapon, though. I'm going to equip it. So you're an armor breaker, and you've got missiles as well. You have high range, so you should be able to take out people pretty easily. We're going to get rid of your 60mm cannon as well, and we'll deal. The important thing, though, was getting the repairs. So now we'll be ready to deal with whatever we wind up running into. We'll spend a little bit more on fuel just to make sure we don't run into any problems later, and it's time to head back out and see if we can't find some of these events. We know there was one right over here, another one just past it, so let's start both of these. Out of nowhere, a hail of bullets barely misses us. We're under attack. Alright, just before we got there, we got attacked. Let's fight off these raiders then. Hello, dragon car, you're the best. Alright, we got 3 hovercraft and a dragon. Alright, they got a lot of vehicles here, but they're probably not going to last too long once we get everything firing at them. Let's use the super heavy railgun on this guy. He looks fairly dangerous. Let's have everybody else start shooting enemies as well. And we'll send the drones to steal from this guy, and we're going to rocket right here. Boop! Oh, so good.